Hey guys, Saiyan here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to talk about the Saiyan Day banner. Obviously this is all the rage, everything everyone's been talking about at the moment, probably the big thing that most people are focused on. Now obviously some people are going to be on the fence. As always, when I make these summon or skip videos, I'm also addressing the people who are free to play or people who only spend a little bit on the game every now and then. Obviously if you are a whale, or even if you spend like a relative amount, you probably are going to go in for Saiyan Day, mainly just for the hype, and obviously the fact that God Goku is looking to be one of the best TURs in the game. If you don't think he is the best, I know we've only seen limited stuff from like the private server showcases, but a bare minimum he's a top 5 TUR in the game, right? And then the Vegeta, who is the side banner unit, breaking the trend of recent, or at least last year's Saiyan Day banner. As the side banner unit, he's actually very, very good as well, and is easily a top tier TUR. Again, not sure, maybe top 10, I don't know. I need to check him out. One of the best banner units for sure. But we don't know. We only had this image. You can't see the full image on this crop, but the full banner image from the data download just shows what we basically knew to be a fact about the banner, which is God Goku and Vegeta. We have Majin Vegeta, who was the previous Saiyan Day unit, Broly, who was the Saiyan Day unit before him, and then we have LR, Vegeta, and Trunks, because they always return the Tanabata LR for the first time on the Saiyan Day banner. So, if you are wondering about whether to summon on this banner or not, first of all, if you are somebody who does spend money on the game, remember tickets have been confirmed for Global. We don't know which of the two types of ticket packs they will do. Recently, they had a long string of doing the ones where you buy multiple packs of tickets that then give you, I think you end up with like 55 in total. You do 5 tickets for 5 units with a guaranteed SSR, but there's no guaranteed featured or anything like that. And then, however, with Bardock, who was the most recent banner on Global, they brought back the previous one they've done before, where it was just one pack of 20 tickets, which got you a 20 unit multi, but was guaranteed featured, which, I mean, I kind of prefer that one, right? Because you could just use all of those 55 tickets and get a bunch of old SSRs. Obviously, with guaranteed featured, you could still get a featured unit that you don't want, but you are at least going to get one featured unit. So, if you do spend money on the game, those ticket packs always work out to be better value than if you were just buying stones. Obviously, if you buy stones, you can use them wherever you want. But if you want to summon on this banner specifically, and you were going to buy stones anyway, then the ticket packs are always worth it. Also, remember, they are bringing out a special Saiyan Day subscription pack thing. If you haven't picked up the stone subscription, I think that's like the one thing in the game that is by far the most value. And the Saiyan Day one, it's going to be, what is like $6 or $7 or something for like 95 stones in total, which is pretty good. So, the big draw for the banner, outside of Goku and Vegeta themselves, God Goku and Tech Vegeta, is the return of this guy right here. So, a lot of people, I'm sure you have been saving your red coins. These guys are going to be an absolute top pick to pick up with red coins if you have been saving them. These guys are still an absolute top tier unit, great leader skill. Their team, very versatile, absolutely just tons of units, top tier units you can use on their team. They hold down slot 1, and they're just still very, very strong. They're also, for global players, remember, these are one of the characters that will lead a team in which you can run both of the anniversary LRs when they eventually come out under the 200% leader skill. So this unit is very, very useful. Obviously, the anniversary LRs can be run under the God Goku as well. So if you really want to prepare for the anniversary LRs and using them on some of their most powerful team builds, this banner is going to get you set up for that very, very nicely. So these guys are definitely a huge draw. I know some people are summoning on the banner literally just to try and get these guys, and obviously they're just kind of hoping they'll get God Goku along the way, but this unit's still very, very good. Now, Majin Vegeta, he's aged a little bit, but he's still a very good unit, right? Like, he works really well on these guys' team. They can be the slot 1 unit so that he can go in slot 2. As long as you pick up the orbs with him, his defense post super is actually still very, very good. If you have a Trunks on the team, then obviously his full passive is activated, which is essentially why this unit kind of revived him, right? Because the name includes Trunks, because it's Vegeta and Trunks. So I still think Majin Vegeta's good. I think people underrated him before Vegeta and Trunks came out anyway. So he is still perfectly usable. We're getting a new Vegeta, and this guy obviously leads Vegeta family with the extra 30% for gifted warriors, which I'm 99% sure that other Vegeta is on, since most of them are. So that new tech Vegeta will be able to be run on his 200% team. I might even do that as a video. That'd be pretty cool. So this unit's still very good. And Broly finally getting a 200% leader skill with the release of God Goku, because he's a pure Saiyan and he is on Exploding Rage. Now with God Goku's leader skill, as long as you're running a friend God Goku, you can run one extreme unit on his team and still get the entrance animation, because you need 6 super type units. So remember, with the friend, your team is actually 7 characters, so you can have one extreme as long as the friend is another God Goku. So this Broly finally getting a 200% lead. Whilst it's not the best team for him in terms of link partners and stuff like that, he does have the very common Saiyan Link, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Lineage, prepare for battle, fierce battle. Like, you could definitely make a team where he could look pretty good. So definitely we'll have to do a 200% showcase for him. But he's still a unit that is very good. Dokkan has been really kind of dropping the ball on extreme units lately, and Broly is still very, very good, I think. So not a huge amount of places to use him, unfortunately. We need a new Broly that gives him a 200% lead and also a great link partner, and then I feel like this guy could maybe see a little bit of a comeback. But he is very, very good. Now, the rest of the banner lineup, we still do not know. Unfortunately, that kind of stuff is not in the data download. We actually won't know the full lineup of the banner until it actually goes live in the game. So I will be live streaming when the banner comes out. I did put out a short earlier and a tweet on Twitter. I am doing a watch party tonight for Battle of Gods over in my Discord. The link to join the Discord is always in the description of all of my videos, so check that out if you want to join. That will be starting roughly 2 hours before the banner comes out. It's 4:30 AM UK, so I think that's like 8:30 PM PST, 11:30 PM EST. We'll be chilling out in the Discord, watching Battle of Gods, and then my stream will be going live after that so that we can do some summons. So these are the units that we know about. However, there is obviously one other thing to bear in mind, especially when it comes to global players, and that is looking at the timeline of what is to come. Because Saiyan Day is big and hype, but there are a lot of things coming in the future. So looking at last year, this is the placement of the Saiyan Day celebration. Basically takes up the remainder of March. Now moving into April, this is where last year we got the Dual Dokkan Fest for Kid Buu and Goku. Now these guys were the New Year Dual Dokkan Fest for JP. However, last year we got Gohan and Piccolo from Superhero, and we got them on both versions at the same time. So this time slot needs to be filled by something else, and the next upcoming Dokkan Fest in the schedule that we need to get is the Int Yamcha, which I know a lot of people are looking forward to. He has a really great leader skill, Earthbred Fighters. Unfortunately, they changed the name. Was it Warriors Raised on Earth was the initial translation, which has a lot of like Gokus, all the Gohans and stuff like that. So his leader skill, even though he's not a Saiyan, his leader skill really, really good. And because the extra 30% is going to Earthlings and Turtle School, which includes most Gokus, then it means most Gokus are actually on his 200% leader skill. So this guy is very, very good. I'll go into more detail about him later on down the line, like when he's actually coming out on Global. But this guy is a very good unit. A lot of people are really looking forward to him. So you have to bear in mind that with the way the timeline is looking, he could be the next unit that comes out after Saiyan Day for Global. So that is something to be aware of. Now, as we move further down, obviously this is all part of the same celebration. A lot of this stuff is just going to be unknown at this point. And then we get down to the end of April, and this is where Golden Week happens. So Golden Week is another same time celebration. It's a Dual Dokkan Fest. 2 new units, 2 new side banner units. Now the problem with this, of course, is that we share this with JP, so we have absolutely no idea what this is going to be for this year. So this could be 2 new incredible units. These guys could be on the level of God Goku or even better potentially, who knows. And we just have basically no idea what the quality of this celebration is going to be. So that is something you have to bear in mind. If you skip Saiyan Day waiting for Golden Week could not be as good. If you go all in on Saiyan Day, Golden Week could be even better. So definitely is a little bit confusing, but it's something you have to bear in mind is coming up in the future. So Golden Week carried all the way on through here. There was a Part 2 LR as well. This unit was very cool. They've aged a little bit in terms of their like defense, in terms of being optimal against like the hardest bosses, but still a very, very fun unit. Obviously the event comes with some easy A's. And then this slot here at the end of May, this is where Global gets the Dokkan Fest. That is the first one JP gets after their anniversary. We get it right before the anniversary. So in theory, this will be the release slot for the Android 17s, the 17 and Hellfire 17 that fuse into Super 17. Now, unfortunately, as much as it pains me to say as a Super 17 fan, that unit, whilst good, has a lot of issues, and especially coming out right before the anniversary, probably going to be a skip for a lot of people. So that's not something you really need to worry about. Basically, you're going to be focused on after Saiyan Day, either Yamcha or Golden Week, and then we'll go into the rest of the celebration. This will all be the 17 stuff, and then this is the LR. I think depending on whether JP gets a Part 2 LR, this one is moved from part of another celebration, so we still may need to wait to see on JP. It might be the Part 2 LR that JP gets in the celebration after Saiyan Day could be what comes in here. This slot here is kind of up in the air. And then that leads us into July, which is of course when we move into the anniversary. And of course the anniversary, we have the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and GT Goku, and the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. These units are incredibly good. This guy's still considered like the best unit in the game at the moment on JP. God Goku obviously leads a team that these guys can both be run on under the full 200%, and he can be run on their team just only under the 170 for both of them, because for some reason, in another example of Dokkan being weird with categories, God Goku is not on Connected Hopes, even though, you know, the 5 people in the circle all connect hands and put all of their hopes into Goku to defeat Beerus, turning him into the Super Saiyan God, which is their final trump card to defeat Beerus. But, you know, for some reason, he's not on either of those categories, but the anniversary LRs still very, very good. Obviously, the anniversary banners are stacked with crazy good units, so when it comes to summoning for the Saiyan Day banner, you have to be aware that this celebration is coming only, what, like 2 or just under 3 months after Saiyan Day. So there's a lot of stuff coming in the future. It's not just Saiyan Day that you have to think about. But if you're somebody who does spend a little bit, or you really do go in for the hype and you just want to summon for the characters that you are excited for, then Saiyan Day is going to be a big one. So I personally am very excited. I think I'm almost more excited for this than I am for the anniversary. Maybe that's just because it's still quite far away for Global, who knows, but I'm really looking forward to this. It's always nice when we get same time stuff, because it kind of gives Global that little taste of not being so far behind JP. So I'm very, very much looking forward to this. Let me know what you guys think down below. Are you going to try a couple of summons? Are you going to try the ticket packs if you do spend? Or are you actually going to try and skip? Or are you going all in? Let me know all your thoughts on summoning on the banner down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.